Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Guys, welcome to episode 215 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end.
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
On the other end is always... You know who we are, baby.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Yeah. 215 episodes.
215.
Just over 4 years. And we continue this this charade, really, because we don't know what the fuck we're doing still to this day.
It's because the money's so good, man.
We can't stop.
Oh, so
I can't
good.
stop.
I gotta feed my family.
$6 a month
I don't know why.
feeds our kids.
Wait, y'all
bro.
getting $6 a month?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not?
I ain't getting shit. Where's my check coming? Who's sending my check out to California?
The IRS is taking it on the way.
All right, as long as they leave me alone.
Yeah, facts. I don't know. 4 years. I was thinking about that the other day. It was like, I think we just glossed over that shit when it came up in
fucked
February.
us up too. Like the
Kinda.
pandemic still has fucked my time up because it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like we've been doing this for that long. I feel like we lost
We
at
started
least 2
in
years.
2020.
Yeah.
That was yeah. That was crazy. I remember you were worried about coming to the studio because COVID was a thing, and you were like, "Do we still want to like meet at the studio? Like, I don't know." And I was like, "I mean, if you down, I'm down." You was like, "All right, I trust you, dog."
I trust you, son. I didn't know who to trust, son. You're
Nah,
fucking.
I feel you. That's
Everybody
how they
got
had
COVID,
everybody.
son. You don't know what the fuck's up.
That's how it felt when it started, bro. Like
For sure.
Like,
That
don't fucking
panic,
cough
dude.
on me. Don't look. I remember I was paranoid to pump gas because they always said, "Oh, that's the biggest germ, area because everyone touches it and that never gets cleaned," which is still facts. I just
For
never
sure.
thought
Yeah,
about
no.
it until COVID. But that was just like the extreme of that whole shit.
Bro, we were wiping down groceries when we brought him home from the store, son. Like,
Yo,
you didn't
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
know
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, son. That was crazy. Crazy times. Crazy times. I'm glad we're past it because it felt like we weren't going to be past it. So, yeah, except for, I'm not taking any more shots, but I'm good on all that.
Word. No more jabs.
No. I mean, I'm sure y'all are still, I think Quest still does the shot, right?
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah. I feel like somehow, I don't know, it's just my pops part of my brain where I'm just like, I think it fucked me up. I think it was the shot because I felt like I didn't have many health issues, and the only thing I could think of is I felt mad weird after that shot.
Definitely your pops.
Yeah, no, I know. He's getting worse, especially after everything. Yeah, he's just like, But anyway, how y'all doing, bro? How y'all? Today has been
Showing up.
a long ass day. Yeah, how y'all showing up, man?
Tired as fuck.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Drained. Long ass day is right.
tacos over here.
Yep.
Long ass day is right.
Actually,
at least you
had
had
kind
some
of a
good
nice
tacos.
day. I got to leave work early for the dentist, like we talked
Nice.
about earlier, and I beat all the fucking traffic because
That's always good.
Yeah, it was just a nice Tuesday, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna cook up a steak after we're done here.
Look at
No
this.
complaints. No complaints.
Baller.
Yeah.
I know.
That's nice. He's like, no, I just don't waste my money on bullshit food so that I can have good food.
No, I don't gotta buy diapers and shit, son. I got
That's fair.
bread. I
That's
got
true, too.
stacks.
True too. Yeah. Cliff doesn't need much maintenance.
Oh yeah, no, he's run up some vet bills on us lately, so I'm not gonna front on. I'm not gonna front on that end. But Cliff bills aside, which I will happily dole out money for, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Nice.
That's a fact.
Nice. All right. What were you gonna say, Johnny?
No, it's just I was in the city today, and that shit drains you being around all
It's
these
exhausting,
cities.
right? Going into
It's
any
exhausting.
of those.
Just getting stuck. I'm pretty sure I left the house at 10:40, and I arrived at my office at 1:05.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to take that long.
Yeah, no, I didn't think
Lincoln
so.
Tunnel
That's
for a while, just chilling in there, waiting for traffic to move forward. And of course, the only thing you think about is was the Sylvester Stallone movie, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? Is it Daybreak or some shit like that?
Some
Daylight
shit
or
like
some
that.
shit like that.
Where they're stuck in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it gets flooded and all that shit. Yeah. Whatever.
The only
That's
the
what
only
you're-
good
you're
movie
just
that
like,
his son was in, other than Rocky. Anyway,
I didn't even know his son was in that movie. Anyways, yeah, so you're just, looking around at the walls and the cars around you, and you're like, wonder what could happen if shit just starts leaking. Anyways, and then just standard New York traffic was shit. Once you cross the tunnel and you get out of that, you're like,
You get more traffic.
Now I'm free out of this, trap. Just to be further trapped because you were in the left lane of the tunnel, and that drives you to 42nd Street instead of 34th Street where you really needed to go, which just sends you into more bonkers traffic, which to the map it says, oh no, that adds 5 more minutes to your trip by turning left instead of right. But it actually adds about 25 more minutes to your trip.
that's the worst.
Yeah,
That's the Tesla maps.
yeah. Just,
What-
I will say that
accurate.
the AI driving inside of the city was pretty spot on today. I let
Nice.
it do most of the driving while I was in there until I needed to be more aggressive than normal. And it handled a lot of tricky situations, what I would normally not think it could handle. Pedestrians, people trying to cross in the middle of the way, random people stopping you because they think that they're like a traffic cop and they just tell you to stop so that they can, move some giant food truck out
Weren't
of
they
its
doing
parking
some sort of
garage.
thing where they were charging people for?
It hasn't kicked off yet. I think it's later this
okay.
month.
Oh,
If you
Well, that's-
drive below 59th Street, I think it is 59th is the cutoff.
Nice.
Then it's an additional toll, and my office is on 32nd Street, so I have no option except to drive below 59th Street. If I drive,
hopefully
the intention
it'll-
is to.
It'll ease that up.
Well,
little
no,
bit.
I don't think they'll ever ease that up. The intention is to get people to take public transit and stop driving in the fucking city.
Right. Well, maybe. Hopefully. Nah, people
I
will gladly
doubt it.
pay
I think
that
people
shit.
will just pay.
It's New York.
Yeah.
Everything has a fucking price.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some. Dave, what you got for us, bro?
all right. We're gonna start with the best movie shootout of all time.
Nice. Okay. I'm assuming at least two of us has the answer that I was going to say. So I have a
There's
backup
really only one answer, so I'm trying to
I
understand
had
how
three.
this
I had
question is
three.
an answer.
I
Or
have
this
two.
question
I
is
have two.
expected to be answered because for me, the phrasing of the question, as always, right? I got to get semantical here. Is like there's the greatest shootout of all time. So I feel like it's not really like the top 10 or your top 3, and
This is
it's
just
not
it.
really. I mean, I guess technically it's subjective, but objectively, everyone knows that there's only the one that's the greatest.
Well,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
Anyway, so yes, you are correct. And the movie that you are referring to is Heat.
Of course.
Ah, there it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So we can
and
all
that's-
agree. We can all agree that
Yes. That is
Best of the best.
best of the best.
What's number two? What's number two then?
So
'Cause
you see,
that was
that's what
obvious.
I was expecting a. So with every other question, you're always like, but no Dark Knight or something,
Okay.
right? So I was expecting
that.
a no
but
heat.
no
We could
heat.
do no heat preface.
Yeah, I was expecting no heat. When you didn't give it to me, I was like, well, that's an easy answer. It's fucking Heat. Come on.
Yeah.
Next.
But I
Give it
already
to you now.
assumed the same thing. Like
Right.
one of
I mean,
you
I
is
feel
gonna
like
say
I did
Heat.
too. That's why I had multiple.
So I had a So for me, even though it was inspired by Heat, pretty obvious, I thought that the shootout in the town was fucking amazing.
Okay.
It was a great shootout scene. I think it was right at the end, right? It was bank heist scene. So yeah, it was
Gotta love
definitely
those bank
inspired
heists.
by and then just because I remember the direction was dope, I'll throw in there Bad Boys 2, I want to say, when they were in the house, and it was just like dope ass scene when they're in the house and the camera's circling around the bad guys and
They shoot through the wall.
Yeah, and they're
Those
shooting
go
through
through
the
the wall
walls
on
and
them
they're
and
just
shit.
like
Yeah.
that was
That was
just
fire.
a dope ass.
They were like Haitian dudes,
scene.
right? They were busting
yeah.
up all the Haitian dudes.
Yeah.
Word.
That was a fire ass scene.
All right. Johnny, what do you got?
Is this film or TV?
I was thinking film,
Either
but
or?
if you got a
Yeah.
good TV one,
Sticking.
yeah,
Well,
we got.
Film,
Not
I'll
opposed.
probably just go second to the Heat. Obviously, we have all agreed Heat is the top.
Yeah.
I'll probably go with Matrix.
Matrix has some
lobby.
dope ass fucking
Lobby scene.
Oh yeah,
Super
bro.
sick. I
That's-
mean, and it was
yeah.
groundbreaking
Yeah.
at the time. All these new
Yeah, that was
methods.
the wall running and the fucking
All of it.
and they
Yeah,
were-
yeah.
Just the security guards being like, "Oh,
The
fuck,"
door
once they
blowing
saw
up,
the
like
shit.
just
Yeah.
crazy shit. Yeah.
Just that
Super
scene, yeah,
tight.
like you said, when he walked through and the metal detector goes off and then he opens up the trench coat and
Yeah.
it's like nothing but like,
You're like,
what the fuck? Oh shit! And then it just start popping off.
I'm gonna be late.
Word. But TV show, I will throw in honorable mention. First season, True Detective. That was one of the first
The
longest one shot gunfight things that I remember. I feel like that was the first one that I started seeing these long one shots.
Yeah,
and that one was dope.
That scene was crazy.
Word.
I had two more that I obviously are honorable mentions since Heat is just fucking. Inglorious Bastards. When they are in the tavern, of you're saying to your Nazi balls, I love that. Yes. I love that shootout. And then I don't know if did you guys watch Equilibrium with Christian Bale?
Yeah.
The end
Pretty
of
sure I
that
did.
movie is pretty much just like Christian Bale going against the establishment, with his gun kata.
He was
And
dressed very Matrixy.
He was, and it was almost like military attire that he wore as he was going through, and he had like these extra rounds that I remember. You could throw them down the hallway, shoot his way to them, empty his clips, and then just pop them on the rounds that were kind of bobbing on the ground, dude. That was one of the dopest shootouts that.
Yeah.
That's not.
I haven't seen that
for
in so
sure.
long.
I know it's due for a rewatch. Obviously, got some Sean Bean in there too, which is random, but not mad at it.
Sean Bean. It's not a name you hear every day.
Nor should it be. Sean Bean. Yeah, I'll be talking about Sean Bean every day. Something's up.
Oh man. Speaking of that though, did y'all see that clip that's been going around from the new Bad Boys, the behind the scenes
That
of Will
weird
Smith?
camera that Will Smith was wearing.
Yeah, I
with
thought
the
that was
thing.
pretty dope. I thought that was kind of dope.
I thought it was dope.
I mean,
It's
this
dope.
is like it's raw behind the scene footage, so it's just it's dope how they make that shit work. And like how he was making it work.
I feel like the
that's dope.
engineering of that device is dope. for
Yes,
sure.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the movie's going to be or how Will
Sure,
Smith's
yeah,
gonna
exactly,
be.
or the end result
done
of that
yeah,
fight. But
for
I was
sure.
like, oh, that's dope as a bitch that he has a camera mounted on him and he's like literally
like
bringing
controlling
forward.
it.
Yeah,
with the
controlling.
thing, yeah.
My first thought was how fast because they showed him doing it and then they showed the result that. And
crazy
I thought it was
fast,
dope,
bro. It was
crazy fast because and the only thing I was mainly impressed by was that's dope. But when he brought it over because he did the shot and then he swung the camera around and then shot at somebody and it was like on point, like right at the dude's head. I was like, damn, like that was a good clean shot right there. Yeah. Anyway, it was pretty dope. I thought it was kind of cool. All right. We're at the next question, right?
We are at the next question.
Sweet.
This is so who is not a great actor or actress, but somehow just seems to keep getting roles, and people, I guess, must be fucking with them because why would these studios keep giving them roles? Anybody particular in mind?
Like major roles? Or just
I mean, yeah, big enough roles.
I guess big enough, yeah.
We're not talking Frank Grillo's here, like, real roles.
Sure. I mean, Frank, obviously, I don't know.
Frank, big Frank.
The Rock is up there.
Ooh,
just because he's but I
think he's a bully. I think that's why he keeps getting roles, dude.
No, I think he's
behind the scenes just a savage.
I mean, he probably is. He probably is very savage. He's for sure like aggressive. I think.
That's one way of putting it.
But I mainly, ever since Arnold and Sly, like they paved the way for shit like that. So there's always a market for his type of.
He gets that
action, so like it's like they don't. You don't have to be the greatest actor to be an action star,
right? Look at Steven Seagal,
right. Another one for me is Channing Tatum.
Ooh, okay.
Like he I think he's better in like comedic roles just because he just leans into how bad he is, and it works. But I like how he keeps landing like big roles that just keep flopping. No clue.
They're just like, hey, maybe this is the time. Maybe we're gonna get lucky here. Give him one more. Give Channing a call.
Just when you think he disappears, like I mean, probably even just off of his name, he gets some decent sales to where they keep calling him. But I can't remember the last movie that he did that was actually like amazing, other than the 21 Jump Street movies that
I was going to say,
and I was surprised by those. I was surprised
we all
by
were.
those. Yeah,
that was a pleasant surprise.
And then he reverted back to his Magic Mike stuff because that's the only real thing that
gotta pay them bills, cut.
Yeah, the women will watch that shit.
Fuck yeah, they will. Did you guys watch those? Did you guys watch the Magic Mike movies?
No.
Oh.
Somebody said the first Magic Mike movie, Olivia Munn's tits are everywhere.
I can just look up Olivia Munn's tits and then
for
I'll
sure,
get a
for sure.
screenshot.
But that would be an added bonus, I think. Just if your girl's making you watch it, you're watching with your lady, you're just like, oh shit, fucking Olivia Munn tits, right? Yeah, they got something for the guy. That's smart. That's big brain shit, right?
That's fair. If you're dragged to the movie and you get the chance to see Olivia Munn's tits,
you're like, oh shit! All right, guess this wasn't a total waste.
Maybe it's just me, but when I've either not seen a movie and then look up those scenes kind of online just to see what it was, or if I have seen it and then I'm like, oh, let me see if I'm sure it's available somewhere. I want to go back and see that shit without having to rewind the whole movie or find where it is, right? I don't know. For me, out of context, when you watch those scenes, like they just seem shitty. They're just like not actually. I just watch them and I'm like, it's not as sexy as I expect, because they're like the way that they cut a movie compared to like a porn or
I was gonna say we're desensitized by all the pornography.
Yeah, it's like they cut it so different. You're not seeing as much in the angle. So when you only see that one slot, you're just like, I
experienced that with that Jennifer Lawrence movie. I'd never seen the Jennifer Lawrence movie, the one where she's like paid to pretend to like this dude.
She was ass naked.
She was ass naked in that one. But I looked up the screenshot. I didn't watch the
It was
movie.
5 minutes.
Felt
I didn't
like
watch
it
the movie.
when I was jerking off.
Well,
You should watch that.
tells you
That was a funny movie. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it was good. I just never got a chance to watch it.
No, it was good. But yeah, I think I also went back and looked those scenes up. And like,
And I was
you know,
like,
when you see
oh,
the clips, you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it felt more, it felt longer and it felt more sensuous in the moment of watching the film.
Okay.
Than
it did.
actually. Anyways, that's just my take on that.
That was deeply sexual.
skipping.
What do you got for your? Who's your actor or actress that is shitty but keeps getting roles, Johnny?
I mean, I feel like this is similar to a question that we did last week. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
No, that was an actor that crushes it, that is in shitty movies. This is a shitty actor that keeps getting put in movies.
Well, I can't remember for what reason I was throwing this answer out before, but I might still say J-Lo.
Yeah, great.
Not
good
a
one.
great actor, and continues getting like she's just in this Netflix movie that just came out not too long ago.
Yeah.
That's just name alone,
and
right?
I don't know that it's a
It
it's a
is.
shitty movie or a bad movie. I just expect her not to be great in it.
No, it's a
And
shitty
she's
movie.
like the lead, apparently.
Yeah.
It kind of looks good. I ain't gonna front. Like I seen the trailer and I
It's
was
colorful. I'll give him that.
Yeah, you know, it
Looked
was like
very colorful.
It looks like a decent Netflix movie for what
Yeah.
that's worth, right? Like it's a Netflix original.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
it
mean,
looks all
I'll
right.
give you that.
It's like a wannabe gray man. He'll never be gray man.
No, it could
No.
never be great, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, I feel bad for what's his name? I never know how to pronounce his name, but and the movie's called Atlas, by the way.
Oh,
but
my homie Shang-Chi?
Yeah, Simo.
I just call him Shang-Chi.
Simu
Simu
Liu.
Liu.
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu.
Yeah, he's because he's the villain in that.
He's the villain in that?
I believe he is. I believe so.
Oh, damn. I'm more intrigued than I was 2 minutes ago
Yeah, I
to see him as a
believe.
villain.
I believe he is the villain. I may be wrong, but I believe he is the villain. He looks very villainous in that, and that's the only thing that I'm intrigued in. Honestly, is the fact that he's in there.
That's enough to draw.
Right. But the fact that I'm not a J-Lo fan, and every movie that I end up watching from her that isn't a rom-com just completely sucks.
I feel like there was the one that where she like fought back her
Enough.
abuser or something like that. Enough. That one was
Oh,
pretty
enough.
good.
That one was all right. Yeah.
That one was pretty
That was
good.
all right.
You
Is
know,
that Cole
again, like
Hauser?
That was a
Was
long
Cole
time ago,
Hauser
though.
beating her ass in that movie? Rip from
I believe so.
Yellowstone?
Was it? Oh yeah, actually yeah.
Well, I think it was.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to fight somebody, J-Lo?
Yeah.
Fight me.
And that movie was, when the fuck did that shit come out?
Bro, that was a hot minute ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I remember my mom being excited about that.
I could see that. That tracks.
That's because Puerto Ricans is just like, oh yeah, J Lo.
You gotta promote.
Just kicking
gotta
some
support,
ass.
rather.
Yeah, you promote and support.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Yeah. That's gonna be my
I
answer.
had two answers that I think are pretty fair, and one that may be a little controversial.
Okay.
My ringers, pretty much, Jared Leto. I don't think
Okay.
Jared Leto is that good, that special, and somehow he keeps pop. He's going to be in Tron. He was in the fucking Gucci movie. Like
Well,
he
that is
gets mocked in every fucking role.
I
that
think
does.
he has a window. Like he has a specific window where he needs to stay, and he tries to get out of that, and he just and he sucks every time he gets out of that. But
Yeah,
I don't think I think he's a better supporting actor than he is like a main actor. But anyway,
yeah. I wouldn't stake my movie on Jared Leto.
No,
that's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
If I had something popping,
because he's been in some good movies like Lord of War, He did
Academy
well in
Award
that.
winning Jared Leto.
Lord
Yes.
of War.
Yeah, Lord
What
of
did he
War.
win?
Was
What did
fine.
he win a Academy Award for?
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, no, yeah. Fucking Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers
I'll give him
Club,
that.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's fair. I just, aside from that, I can't think of anything where else he was just like, how can you be that good in one movie and then just fucking phone it in for everything. And do
Wasn't he
Morbius
also
after
in,
that. Like I got my
Requiem
Oscar.
for a
Let's do-
Dream.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was.
in Requiem.
And that movie was good, but I don't know.
Nah, like I said, I think he has like a window of things, and because he devotes
Junkies,
like he's
junkies and prostitutes. That's his,
probably
that sucks,
'Cause
dude.
that's-
That sucks for him because like he was all right in American Psycho, I guess. He was just a random business
remember
dude.
him in
Like I said, I
American
liked
Psycho.
him.
He got killed in the fucking axe. He got axed up in the apartment.
that was him?
That was him.
Body?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
I liked him as the younger brother in Lord of War, but it wasn't like a crazy.
I like that, but yeah, he wasn't.
it wasn't like a crazy scene. And same thing
Yeah.
with Fight Club. It wasn't like a big giant
Right.
role. And he got
Was
the
he had blonde
shit
hair
kicked
in
out of
Fight
it.
Club?
Yeah,
He
he
was
got
like-
the shit beat out of him and that.
Yeah. Shit.
The
Anyway,
Blade Runner, he was like weird, but I thought still good.
I think
gotta
that's his.
rewatch
Yeah,
that. I don't
he's-
really
he's in
remember
weird-
that
He's just weird.
New Blade Runner. And I had Kristen Stewart. I don't think Kristen Stewart
Yeah,
is very
agree
good
with that.
in anything. She
Yeah,
keeps
I agree
showing
with
up,
that.
though.
they keep trying
like-
to make her look like some badass.
Yeah,
And,
or
like, no.
I don't even know. They keep trying different things, and nothing is working.
Yeah,
Do you remember the homie Brody, that content creator? He'd always do like
Yeah.
the Twilight videos of like Bella. And
Oh,
they were
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
So
Where
funny
she's
and
just like-
fucking. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
awkward. It's the
Yeah.
worst. She's literally one of the worst to ever do it. Well, obviously, more so than Jared Leto. I mean, the dude has an Oscar, so fuck me, right? I forgot about Dallas Buyers Club. He doesn't impress me. Like aside from that role, which he was good in, I won't take that from him. I feel
he
like
did pretty
he just
good
always
in We Crashed.
he
Too. I
disappoints.
forgot about that.
in what?
We Crashed that Apple TV Plus TV show.
I don't think I
Oh, that
watched
was him.
one.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
what's that business? We
We up? No, we.
the place where you could rent out like an office.
WeWork.
WeWork, yes.
Yeah.
He played the creator of WeWork.
Oh yeah, he was definitely good in that.
Yeah.
I forgot that
never-
was him.
I've never even heard of this. This is the first
Yeah.
I'm hearing of this.
It was
Really?
it was
no,
him
that was
and,
good.
and
I seen.
him and
I
Anne
think
Hathaway.
I just didn't. I didn't watch the last episode. I think I watched
Anne
all the way
Hathaway.
to the end.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
watching it thinking, is that Jared Leto? Like, because he just looks, he looks the same, but he looks so different at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you guys
And
say
he-
that
he
Italian
looks-
accent?
Normal.
Just like the dude, and he does the accent really well.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, and the accent, I don't know, I can't remember where he's from, but it's a weird accent. It's not your typical, British, Australian, Italian thing. It's like
Yeah.
like Middle Eastern maybe, or maybe like Nordic a little.
I might,
Huh?
I might be more on par with. He's a pretty decent actor that just keeps picking shitty fucking movies,
Like House of Gucci.
like House of
That's right.
Gucci,
He's
like
Israeli.
like
That's where he's from.
Morbius or whatever that shit is called, and
Yeah.
you
So
know
he should
where
have been one of the other answers like 3 weeks ago.
yeah, like he's in Haunted Mansion. Like what the fuck is he? Like for somebody who's
Haunted Mansion, really?
yeah,
With
he's,
Eddie Murphy?
this latest one that just came out last year. There's a Haunted Mansion, and he's in that. It's like
I forgot there was a new.
he
Haunted
just
Mansion.
picks these movies where he's like taking just anything, and I think that he's probably better than that, and he's just not showcasing it enough. I guess.
Well, I want to see it. I like it. I liked 30 Seconds to Mars, his band. I think he's a hell of a musician.
Yeah, I've liked some of their
They're all right.
some of their stuff too.
It's a good time.
Anyway.
What do you guys feel about Johnny Depp? Is he really that good of an... Like, if we really break it down, like, sure, you have Captain Jack Sparrow, iconic character.
I think he just he was a very good actor, and then just just got lost in fucking
in the weirdness and trying to be like early Johnny Depp, dude, like Benny and June, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, like he was bringing it, dude. And then I don't know, after a certain time, he just stopped giving a fuck and was looking for a paycheck or what. But like, there's a great actor in there somewhere. I wish we got to see it because.
Well, no, it was after. Weird. I want to say it was after Pirates of the Caribbean where he just started
got too much money.
Yeah, started getting real fucking weird, and then he started doing whatever Tim Burton movies, and everything had to have like this very animated and like
or quirky, he had to be quirky,
and then now
I
it's just like everything.
He got weird before Pirates, like. Yeah, that was his like missing era. Like he was huge in the 80s, a little bit in the early 90s. Then he kind of fell, like disappeared. I think that's when he really got weird and like into his own shit. And then he got that Pirates gig, and then he was like exposed because he did so well in the first Pirates. They just started throwing shit at him. Plus all the shit tons of money he was getting on those pirate deals. And then he was getting he started getting all these other gigs and working with Tim Burton more and just doing a lot more shit that we were like,
once you get fuck you money, you can take fuck you roles.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I want to say the last, so we were talking about it and like he was playing somewhat normal people up until, because he did like Sleepy Hollow, Astronaut's Wife, From Hell.
Donnie Brasco was fucking great.
Donnie Brasco. That was early on.
Brasco
and then
90s, right?
Yeah.
90s.
Donnie Brasco was 90s. But Nick of Time, like he had a bunch of stuff where he was just a regular person. Pirates of the Caribbean came out in 2003. That was his first, because he did Blow just before that. From Hell.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You're right. Then I'm wrong. It's definitely once he did Pirates.
He did Pirates.
He turned into Mick Jagger. And
he did Once Upon a Time in Mexico, where he was a little bit weird in that.
But still good. I still liked him in that.
Still
he
good.
Had the fake arm.
And then he did Secret Window, which is good. Finding Neverland. And then from there, it was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, then all the other Pirates of the Caribbean, then Sweeney Todd, then Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. He had the one role where he was normal in Public Enemies, and then it's Alice in Wonderland, and it's just like he just picks these weird-ass
Those normal roles hit, dude. All the normal roles that
even
you
the
nailed,
tourist, even the tourist wasn't bad.
Yeah, because he was just a dude. When Johnny Depp plays a dude, he does it well, man.
Yes.
You don't got to be fucking weird. You're going to be Edward Scissorhands in every motherfucking role.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. Like when he
give us Johnny back.
When he's just a regular fucking dude, those roles he murders them, and then the weird roles are just way too weird.
They're too weird, yeah. But I mean, when you got fuck you money, you can say fuck you to theater goers, right?
Yep. Transcendence. That was probably one of the last ones. Black Mass.
Black Mass, yeah. He was Whitey Bulger in there. That was okay.
Yeah. But I just meant when I say he's one of the last ones, it was one of the last ones where he plays a regular fucking dude.
Yeah. All right, well, that's
but
fair.
anyway.
All right, last question, fellas. I'm going to give you four childhood movies, and we're going to keep 3 of them. So this isn't going to be a keep one of them and the rest go. So we're going to have to pick
3
your
out
favorite.
of 4.
Just dump in one.
Just let me know what your favorite is. All right, we have Dennis the Menace.
Okay.
We have Richie Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Little Giants.
Fuck.
And The Sandlot.
Wow. Okay. 3 stay, 1 goes.
3 stay, 1 goes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to kick Richie Rich out.
Ooh, I thought you were going to kick Little Giants out, dog.
No. As much as I loved Richie Rich, I think it was in comparison to the other 3, I think the other 3 were like movies that are just like, I'll go back and watch them again now.
Yeah.
And I will love them just as much as I did back then. Richie Rich, would be a good time to watch, but it was just like I don't know if it'll hold up for me.
Of these 4 movies, as you know, watching them as a child through a child's eyes, I couldn't see myself as Richie Rich. Like, that wasn't a lifestyle that I understood or knew or could see myself in. You know, Dennis the Menace, Little Giants, and Sandlot. I played all those sports. I was a crazy little kid. Like, I could see myself as, you know, in either of those 3 movies. But I feel like Richie Rich was the most out there. And granted, I loved Macaulay Culkin. You know, obviously after Home Alone, anything that he would do was awesome. It was a fun movie to watch. It's not like I didn't hate it, but like I feel like I could vibe with the other 3 more. And I definitely watched them a hell of a lot more.
If you would have said Home Alone, if Macaulay Culkin had to be a part of this, if you would have said Home Alone, this would have been a really tough fucking decision. But Richie Rich, for me, was an easy choice because Sandlot holds up. Fucking Little Giants holds up. Mm-hmm. Fucking Dennis the Menace, I put my kids on to this like within the last year or so, and they love it.
Yeah.
So
then you really know it holds up.
up.
If like today's kids are fucking with that shit, like they don't give a fuck about anything we did back then. So if they're like, "Yo, this is tight," then it's got to be tight.
Word, and it has Walter Matthau. You can't
Walter Matthau,
bro.
Bro.
Toss out Walter Matthau.
Walter, fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Good. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's good, so good.
Yeah,
Christopher Lloyd
that
killed
sucks.
it.
Christopher Lloyd, man, scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Hey, you stop to give me the breeze.
That little cross-eyed kid with the apple is Gunther, fucking little dipshit. He's such a fucking cute, adorable little kid. It was a terrifying scene watching that as a kid because I can't think of anybody scarier. And the dope shit was that like Dennis didn't give a fuck, bro. He was not shook, son. He's just like, "What are you doing, mister? Eat these beans." Like, he just, so good, dude.
That was
so good.
That was the beauty in Dennis the Menace in general. It was just like he was
no fear.
no fear. He was just a badass kid, but he wasn't intentionally bad. He just did shit that ended up fucking up.
He was curious. He's a kid like all kids are.
That was it.
That plant that fucking blooms for 3 seconds after 30 fucking years, bro.
Yeah. Turned around once. I was like,
this motherfucker. I know me. I would have been looking at my phone or some shit. I would have been on Twitter. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. That's why they didn't have it back then.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of him just randomly pulling out a fucking newspaper from his back pocket.
Mr. Wilson.
I'm addicted to this newspaper. Anyway, Johnny, go ahead.
Y'all just keep going because that's the one I'm getting rid of.
Yeah. I figured.
You wild cut.
I don't know. I never.
Dennis the Menace?
Yeah, I loved. I think I loved so much the cartoon and the original TV show that I didn't really enjoy the movie. I always was kind of like, this.
It's like, this isn't comic accurate.
And it was just like,
those.
This is not Dennis the Menace. Like, this doesn't right. Or, I see how they're trying to match it. I mean, they all came out around the same time, so I can't really. I want to say that I probably didn't see Dennis the Menace in theater or on VHS, like, in the year that it came out. Like, I was definitely, when I finally saw it, I think I was a little bit older also. And I was probably, I think those all came out around like 93, 94 time frame, 92.
Yeah.
So that's a time where, like, 1 year later, you're a totally different dude. You're like, no, I'm a man
on the cusp
now.
of manhood there.
I can't watch these Dennis the Menace cartoons.
Good call. They each came out. 2 of them came out in 93. 2 of them came out in 94.
Yeah, you see. So I'm sure because I didn't see it when it, around the time that it came out, or soon after, there wasn't like a blockbuster night or something that we got Dennis the Menace, then that's probably why my distaste for it is I probably saw it for the first time on TV. Like, that's how long it was, how late it was. And it was fine, but I'm pretty sure I seen all the other movies either in theater or on VHS, like, within 6 months of release type shit. And I mean, Sandlot is just a fucking classic. There's no question about it.
That's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Little Giants, lots of memories with that one.
So fucking good.
Saw that many times on VHS over and over. And Richie Rich also VHS many times over and over. I didn't own Richie Rich, but I'm pretty sure I saw it at Swerve's house like multiple times. As well as like on HBO. I feel like Richie Rich used to show up on HBO a lot.
Yeah.
I remember specifically Richie Rich. I got in the VHS and I was excited, and I was called my cousins like, "Oh, can I sleep over or whatever?"
I got that new Richie Rich joint,
because I was excited to show them this movie,
and they didn't give a fuck.
They was like, "Fuck
I can't remember.
Man. We're trying to watch porn."
Right.
I can't remember. That was. I mean, trying to watch porn at 10.
Hell yeah, son.
I want to say it was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I remember sleeping over my cousin's house, and he was, I'm pretty sure, the same age as me, or maybe 1 year older. And I remember and you know, again, remember I grew up super Christian, right? And so like at this age, I want to say it was like 10 or 11, I hadn't really been super exposed to like dirty shit, right? Like we didn't have HBO, none of that shit, right? So we stay over his house, and I think we're gonna like play games and like play video games and like watch some like regular movies. And this dude puts on, I want to say, I'm almost positive it was a movie called Snow Patrol. Or like Snow. It was something about like these guys that were like snow and ski instructors, like on the college summer
ski school.
Ski school, something like that.
I think it was like that. Yeah, ski school.
And it was like typical 80s, 90s blonde girl, you know, with their boobs out 90% of the movie, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, boobies. What? This is the only movie he wanted to watch, like over and over.
And you're like, can we put fucking Richie Rich on?
Can we put Ninja Turtles on?
They're like, nah, bitch, we want to see these titties right
fuck
quick.
the Ninja Turtles, we want to see some titties.
Yeah, I remember Ski School. That shit used to come on HBO or one of those.
Or Ski Patrol?
It was Ski School.
Ski School?
Yeah,
Ski School.
Yeah, because the cover is a bunch of people in front of some woman in like a bikini.
Oh, it's like meatballs and animals.
It's
like those kind of
total
like
that style of movie, except placed in the ski in the Aspen or something.
Yeah,
I fuck with it. I would have fucked with it.
Oh, it might have been Ski Patrol, because I remember Ski Patrol too, and that's another movie.
Is it also?
Is that the one with Zach Galifianakis?
Zach Galifianakis?
Zach Galifianakis. I don't know. He was.
I don't believe so.
Acting back
He was
then.
in like some sort of skiing movie where they were all on a mountain. Very similar premise.
I remember Leslie Jordan was on there, because that's where I remembered him from. It was a young Leslie Jordan.
A young Leslie Jordan, huh?
Yeah. Because he became popular with TikTok and shit. He died like last year or something.
Where
I
need to see what
right now he's most famous for "I'm about to bust."
Oh yeah. He was on a bunch of stuff actually. Yeah, that dude was funny. You send that like GIF or that meme all the time.
Yeah, the Ski Patrol. He was in that. So I remember both of those. But anyway,
I think it might have been Ski School.
Yeah, Ski School is the one. I'm telling you, like it had a cover with a girl in a bikini, and everybody's just like, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ski School.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
I was
it for the
thinking
questions,
of
right?
Out Cold with Zach Galifianakis. That was another early skiing movie where he was unbearded. Sorry, I had to look that up. It was going to bug me if I
Out Cold. I've never heard of that.
It's like it was a Comedy Central movie. That wasn't anything. Like,
that was 2001.
Yeah.
Wow. pre-beard Zach Galifianakis. That doesn't sound like something I want to see.
Yeah, no, it feels weird. It haunts my dreams.
That other dude is in it too. Oh fuck, I always forget his name. Thomas Lennon.
Thomas Lennon. I love me some time. New Boot Goofin.
Yeah, New Boot Goofin.
New Boot Goofin.
You're what was it?
What?
You're a whore, Peter.
New Boot was from Reno 911. You ever saw
You
the
remember-
New
you
Boot Goofin sketch?
never
Come on.
seen that?
It was a little.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I feel like
he's
he had these
the
new
main guy
cowboy
from.
boots on that he was showing off for the
Fuck
camera.
is Thomas Levin?
He was
That's
the dude
not
from Reno 911 that would wear the small bicycle shorts all the time.
Yeah, the small.
And he went and bought some.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, I must be spelling his name wrong. Because
Lennon, not Levin. Lennon.
Oh, Lennon.
yeah.
Yeah. Thomas
just New
Lennon.
Boot Goofin.
Yeah. I know who he is. I still don't know the New Boot Goofin.
Oh, I'll send it.
Is
I'll
that
send it later.
specifically a Reno 911 joke?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yeah,
it's a skit.
I've seen so much of it, but I don't.
He buys
I don't remember
some
anything.
white cowboy boots to wear with his shorts, and he's just like, he comes out of the store, he's mad excited about it. He's like, oh, I'm just
It's like
goofing.
showing him off.
New boot
Oh, yeah,
goofing.
yeah.
Oh,
New
like
boot
showing him
goofing.
off.
Yeah,
anyway.
that sounds like his character.
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
He was in a lot of like Comedy Central shit back in the day too.
Yeah.
All right,
Random
So that's
comedies.
enough of the questions, right?
That's it, Holmes.
Johnny,
so.
I hope you're ready.
You know what it's
too.
time for.
Hope I'm ready too.
Yep.
Because I
'Cause you
think it's
never
time to
are.
talk about news clips. Never, because you know there's
never,
always
never.
shit that's happening, and I never know when to take note of it or just share it with people and talk about it beforehand. Let's see. J-Lo canceled her tour for the rest of the year. Speaking of J-Lo,
She sure did cancel her tour.
I hope she's in
amongst
remission
others.
soon.
she's they're calling it concert fatigue.
Oh.
I'm calling it. No one bought fucking tickets to see J-Lo, and
She's
she
like,
just
I
was
better
like,
cancel this.
This is true, but she's not the only one, which is why they saying this. So the Bad Bunny also had to cancel a ton of concert dates. He didn't cancel the whole tour, but he did cancel a ton of dates. I believe Black Keys also canceled their tour.
Probably for the best.
I fuck with the Black Keys. They're fire.
I don't know what they do.
Yeah, I don't know what they do.
You don't know the Black Keys? They're like
They're like the Black Eyed Peas.
no, the Black
Let's get
Keys.
it started.
They're like a rock, country rock band type shit.
Oh yeah, that tracks.
Blues, funk, country, bluegrass,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
That sounds good.
There's a lot of genres.
Yeah, I can't quantify it because I can't
fair.
like think of one of their specific songs right now. But I
They
know
must
I've
be
heard their
great.
shit, and I've been like, yo, these dudes
fuck with
can
this.
sing,
Alright.
and they got
Vibing.
fire ass music.
And their keys are black.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but there's black keys on every piano.
Oh, that's where their name. Oh,
I get it now.
I
That
get it.
Totally tracks. That
Yep.
tracks. They're pretty bright. That's a bright group they got there.
yeah, I like it. Like it a lot.
But anyways, yeah. With specifically with what's her name, Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, she's also apparently probably going to split from her man yet again.
Oof.
Yep.
Oof.
Some people
this
are
it for
saying
them?
that's why she canceled the tour. But
To deal with that sort of divorce fallout.
Yep. She got the final ring. She now has the gauntlet of divorce.
is that how does that work? Is it only hers and the? Because they've been doing this, meme
Yeah.
of her with the Thanos glove for a while. But is it only her ring after the divorce, or is it her ring once she snags the person and gets married again?
I guess technically
At what
once
point
she
does the
snags,
stone
right?
belong
I feel
to
like
her?
once she snags, so it's been hers for
I
a
mean,
minute.
she was, but now that it's a divorce, she now has the gauntlet of just mean bitches. You know what I
She
mean? Like
she
she's-
accidentally
It's time to
made
snap, right? Like, this is a
50%.
snap.
Yeah.
She made 50% of her concert goers vanish on accident, so that's why they had to cancel the tour. It was the gauntlet. I get it now.
I like that. That was good.
That's awesome.
Just like that.
Just like that. And her
She lost.
husband too. Half her marriage also gone. What are you gonna do?
Done.
It's tough out here.
Yeah. It's hard out here for a pimp.
She
It just proves that she is like, she needs someone who, I don't believe that someone who is tough enough will get her, because they're just way too tough for J-Lo.
She's got to be
And then-
wild. Imagine
and then
what
if
would she
she-
have to do to get rid of that booty? To get rid, like, nah, I'm done with that ass. How crazy does she have to be?
I don't think it's the crazy. I think it's just
I
like
would put up
the
with a lot,
demandingness.
bro. A lot.
Yeah, but you are also not like Ben Affleck, or
That's
you know,
fair.
whoever else.
Fair.
Just saying,
fair.
like
But
he-
like Ben Affleck came from Jennifer Garner, bro. Like, to go from that to that,
Fucking pancake ass.
how do you go back?
Fuck out.
Like,
No.
it's not like he's pulling fine girls.
No. He went. He had J-Lo, lost J-Lo, went
Right.
with Jennifer Garner,
Yeah,
and then
married her
after
and had kids.
Yeah, and then after Jennifer Garner had the chance to go back to J-Lo, and he was like, "Oh, I missed that ass," and then found out and then remembered that she's fucking insane.
She's crazy.
Probably even crazier now than she was back then. And I'm not. It's not
That's
even.
true.
I don't even think it's the craziness. I think it's just like
She made a whole
Like,
movie about how much she loves
ego-driven.
this dude.
it's ego driven. She's just ego driven, bro. She is the female version of the Rock,
Rock.
except he has a successful marriage
That we know of.
That we
for
know
now.
of.
that we know of for sure.
For now is right.
For
Give
now.
it time. Give it 2 years.
Yeah.
Within 2 years of this date, June 4th.
I mean, he can't be that bad
2024.
because his ex-wife, the one that he had a kid with, she's the one that produces movies with him. She's like his main
Yeah.
She's still getting that bread.
production. Yeah,
Well,
I
'cause
mean,
she's getting bread.
Sure. Yeah, they're getting
mean, you've
bread
seen her,
together.
She's
right?
not there
But
for fun. She's
but
not
if he
like, oh,
was-
I enjoy spending time with Dwayne.
But I don't know. I don't
She
put
enjoys
the two,
cashing them checks, girl.
I don't put the two in the same. And trust me, like my
Like, you wouldn't do business with your ex if they were.
they were like
$1
J-Lo?
deals, cuz.
if they were like J-Lo, she looks like she is
If Ben and J-Lo split, and you were Ben, you wouldn't keep doing Dunkin' Donuts commercials with her?
if we are under a contractual
No,
obligation.
no contract
Oh,
that
probably
exists.
not, no.
Under no
They come at you
obligation,
with more bread.
just to
They're
make
like,
money,
yo,
No, probably
just
not.
to continue making money. No,
No, probably not.
I don't know. I love money.
I love money too.
I
Well,
could deal with her for a half hour.
you think they shoot a commercial in a half hour, son?
No, probably not. But I mean, how much is the interaction that
I
mean,
understand
for
what you're
that
saying.
Dunkin' Donuts commercial? I think she was only on the scene together with him for like 30 seconds. So yeah, I say that's about half hour of shooting.
I don't
In a
know.
perfect world.
I don't think it's enough.
Anyway, moving
I
on.
don't think it's enough.
Over the weekend, I believe it was over the weekend. Yeah, maybe late last week. The internet was taken over by a crazy video of a dude by the name of Corey Harris, who showed up to court virtually while he was driving to a suspended license case. And the judge noticed halfway through the video that the dude was driving and was like, yo, what the fuck? Isn't this about suspended license, right? And immediately ordered the dude to be remanded to jail. And everyone in the entire world made fun of this guy and was like, yo, what the fuck? How stupid do you have to be
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
to show up to jail or to show up to court on camera with your seatbelt on?
Yeah.
And even tell, I'm pretty sure, he says to the judge, like, hold on 1 second, I'm just pulling into this parking lot real quick.
I'm pulling into my doctor's office or some shit like that.
Yeah. So apparently, everyone got it wrong, and we all owe this dude an apology.
Yes, we do.
So yeah, it came out, I believe it was yesterday, that apparently his license suspension lift had occurred 2 years prior.
2 years.
So then what the fuck was he in court for?
Sucks. What's that?
So then what the fuck was he in court for?
Because the system sucks. It never got lifted, and he got pulled over and got arrested in a ticket for driving with a suspended license, even though he was like, I don't have a suspended license. And guess what his license was on suspension for originally, which is why I bring this story up, because I feel like someone here might have a to have an opinion about this. Child support. Yes, that's why his license was originally suspended. Then he met the obligations, got his suspension removed, and the judge, and there's court record of his suspension being removed, but the paperwork never went through. So that's why it ended up in the situation that it did. So why he legally felt he could drive. He's like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to drive. My suspension was lifted 2 years ago by a judge. And so, yeah, that's where we're at now.
Yeah, I felt bad when I saw that because obviously, we were making fun of him. Because that's not.
Word.
It sounds stupid, but like it wasn't shocking to us. It was like, oh, look at this dipshit. Like, it wasn't anything too crazy.
Sure.
But then after, hearing him talk, like he's involved with like the church and his community and shit. Like he's like an important dude in his community. And he said he was embarrassed.
Honestly, I don't give any of that any credence.
And,
I feel like anybody could say that bullshit.
But no, I feel like why lie
sure.
at this point? Like you're already in the right.
You
I'm
go to
nobody
church,
in my community. I wouldn't tell anybody that like, oh, I'm in the but like, I don't know. I feel like
you're also not black though.
That's embarrassing enough. Does that matter? Does skin color matter?
It not necessarily skin color, but a lot of folks in the black culture just attend church on Sundays. Like it's just part of the culture, right?
It is.
So I could, if I volunteer in my church, once a month, I could say that I'm actively involved as a leader in my church community, or I could just use that as an excuse to make myself not look like a moron on the internet. But regardless, none of that matters.
Why is this guy on trial for being good in his community? That's not even what we're talking about.
Well, because it wasn't just that. Like he laid it on real thick, which could be all factual. It got, like you said, let's take him at his word. There's no reason to think he's fronting. Sure. He said not only that he was active leader in his church. Mm-hmm. But also that the reason that he was going to the doctor and what he currently was, the reason he was in the car during that court trial was that he was taking his wife to the hospital who was doing worse in whatever medical condition that she has, which again could very well be true. But it feels like you're layering on a lot of sympathy.
That's also an
reasons.
excuse that I would use if I were in trouble for driving when I shouldn't be like, it was an emergency with my spouse. Right. Like that's. Who can say fuck you to that? Yeah. Like that's okay. Yeah, get her where she needs to go. Like we'll deal with this. Like that's a good excuse. I said, benefit of the doubt. I felt bad that we all clowned on him, and then it turns out that he really wasn't in the wrong as much as we thought. Just
great excuse.
The system is that shitty.
Sure. Hold on. Just great excuse. Sure. Whatever. Where he was in the wrong though, and where he was fucking stupid is one thing that is illegal and you should not do is drive with your fucking phone on a phone call, right?
Yeah.
I think it was mounted though. Like that was very still video.
No, that's fine. Why would you go to your Zoom court meeting while you are driving in general? Like that's the thing. If you are going to be in your car, pull the fuck over. Like
he did. He was pulling into the lot, son. Give my man a break. Why y'all hating on this dude? You especially, son.
It was dumb as you know what I'm not gonna do? whether my license is suspended or not, if I have a court case that I have to appear on Zoom, I'm going to be on my fucking P's and Q's. I'm showing up. I'm going to have a fucking different back. I'm going to do everything to make it seem like I am not sitting in my car right now, because regardless of I understand, right? It was a clerical error. Cool. But it is still, you're going to court for driving without a license to plead your fucking case, and you are driving when you log it. That is
a medical emergency.
The dumbest shit.
I don't know if you heard that part. His wife was not doing well.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Well, then you have to be able to be like, hey, I'm having a medical emergency and I cannot show up to court. Can I have this rescheduled? Something.
Yeah, I think his lawyer failed him, right?
Yeah, like it could have been there could have been multiple things that could have been done to just log into the fucking Zoom for your court hearing for the thing that you are currently doing that you are not supposed to be doing allegedly is still very fucking stupid, even though it was a clerical error. I get that.
I would have turned my video off, had the audio on, and been like, sorry, Your Honor, I'm having some video difficulties. Park the whip real quick, and then just hop out and take the call, outside.
Something. Anything.
Anything other than what he did. Yeah.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
It's fair.
So fucking stupid.
He does have very white, nice, straight teeth, though. A little gappage in there, but
Facts.
overall, not bad.
Clean. It's real clean.
Very clean. Yeah.
Way to bring it full circle to the
pre-show. Sign up. Subscribe.
Sign up if you want to have any idea what the fuck Dave's talking about.
Yeah. Subscribe. It's $1.
And schedule your next dental cleaning, folks, because
like,
it's a bit easier.
Let me quote Ice-T. It's $1. Stop begging.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Anyway. I guess the only other major story of the week is Trump finally getting hit with 34 guilty counts.
Yep.
At work, when it said that the jury was going back to deliberate, we were talking amongst ourselves in the lab that we work in, and we started taking some bets on how many guilty counts were going to come back. And we played Price is Right rules, so closest without going over. I honestly played it super, super safe. I said 5. I figured, a bunch of counts. They'll get him on some, but get him off on some other bullshit. So I played it cool with the 5. Another dude said 10, and then another dude said 15, almost half of them.
Sure.
And obviously the 15 dude won. Were you guys surprised that all 34 counts came back? Because I'll be honest, I wasn't really following, all the goings on with the trial. I knew that it was happening. Jury went to deliberate, couple facts here and there. What were you guys thinking? Did you care at all?
So that is the first comment isn't it fucking crazy that a former president, not that long ago president, is on trial for a felony, and most people don't even fucking care.
They don't care.
Most people are not paying attention. Most people are not listening. They're either like, oh yeah, it's another one of those cases on that guy, and it probably is not going to change anything, so whatever. And yeah, that's the vibe that I feel like is probably the most concerning.
So many people, because I was with my family, right, and they were talking same way, that they want to have fucking Trump in office, and they're saying the same exact fucking shit that everybody else is saying, right? It's the economy. They just want a better economy because supposedly the economy is shit right now because of Joe Biden. And, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And, when it comes to this, this election year. And the reason for that is, of course, you can vote for someone else that's on the ballot that you actually believe in. But you know,
That's
there
not
are
doing
so
any
many
good.
people, huh?
I said that's not going to do any good.
That's not going to do any good because there's a high chance that, you know, more than high chance that all you are doing is you are taking the vote away from, you know, from putting a fucking, you know, a felon and like, it's crazy how much people fucking ignore. People just ignore. I was at the barbershop and they were discussing the same thing, right? And they're just like, oh, well, you know, giving you all the fucking same shit about Trump. Well, you know, Joe Biden, it was proven that his family had slaves back in the day and Trump's family didn't. So he's not racist. Right? That was actually thrown at me. And I'm just like,
we're so fucked. So fucked.
That
Exactly,
might be the
dude.
dumbest shit I've ever
It's-
heard.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
had that actually said to you
Yes.
at a barbershop.
Yep. And it's just like that's all people care about is the fact that they hear that the economy is terrible, which, you know, it is. Everything is fucking high prices. Never
Sure.
mind that, you know, we just came out of a pandemic.
Yeah, people forget there was fucking COVID-19
Right.
and the whole world was
Right.
shut
So
down for
they-
about a year and a half.
They assume that, you know, because again,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
Fauci's fault, guys. Come on.
you know, I had
Oh, yeah.
another a family member, like one of my siblings was just like, yeah, you know, like everything is so expensive. We want everything to go back. Oh, he was giving us money and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, it's like,
At this point, just let him fucking win. I want these fucking assholes, all of them, for the next 4 years to see how much he doesn't give a fuck about them. At this point, like, I'll concede it. I'll be like, bro, just take it. We'll have some good material. You'll do stupid shit. It won't affect me personally. I'll be fine.
What was that?
So it's not the end of the world. But
It's
just,
not the end of the world,
Let's
no.
see. Let's
Or maybe.
just do it. Get
Or
it over
maybe.
with,
or
honestly.
maybe, because like,
oh, please be the end of the world then.
what it's like,
please don't be the
please
end of
don't
the
be,
world.
yeah. So, because it's like, what was that that bill that they were trying to pass? It's now making its rounds on social media. I forgot what it was called, but essentially, like, it was this this judge. She's a black lady, and she was reading off what the bill was to some Republican fucking politician, and was reading it off, and essentially, like, everything that she was reading off was trying to leading down the road to possibly allowing some sort of dictatorship, or, you know, and they're just like, why would we ever allow this? You know, it's like little stupid shit like that, where that shit flies under the fucking radar, right? And all if we put somebody like that in office, that, and obviously he doesn't give a fuck about what happens, you know, the January 6th insurrection and all that shit. Like, all of that shit was supposed to be like proof that this dude does not give a fuck and that he's dangerous for the fucking country. But no, none of that. No, that none of that fucking matters.
All those people are getting pardons.
Yeah,
He already said any generals that have woke policies, they're getting fired and being replaced with Trump loyalists. Top generals at the Pentagon, by the way. He said he's going to go after the way that they went after him. He will use the DOJ to go after his enemies. I heard not that I expect this to actually happen, because I can't even imagine how, but I did hear some pundits talking about after, you know, Trump's guilty conviction, that you know, who's next on that side? Barack Obama? They're going to go after Barack. They're going to go after Hillary. They're going to go after Bill. They're going to go after Joe. What? But these are the things that these people are talking about, including him. And he absolutely has this this plan to basically. He did it last time for the most part, not as much, but this time they're just wiping clean firing anyone that's not a loyalist. And when the entire government is populated by loyalists,
it's a dictatorship.
at what point does he really need to step down? Now, I'm not trying to claim that he's going to be, try to actually take over or stay longer than he needs to, or there's lots of theories of fabricating a war so that he forces his hand to have to stay. There's that theory goes on both sides. People claim that about anyone in power, really. So I don't fuck with that, but it's just, there's definitely a lot of danger there where I would disagree and step back from the yes, please, just to prove dumb people wrong. Let him run the country.
Trust me, I don't
However,
want that to happen.
I would still love to prove
a-
these dumb people wrong as much as possible.
Yeah.
I was watching a Jon Stewart clip earlier today, and he was challenging the media for not doing their fucking jobs, because all they do is talk about hypotheticals of what might happen in the future. And yet when you could literally had him in the interview claiming that he never said lock her up. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Right. And then they
Like,
see
yes, you have, bro.
15
There's
intercuts of him saying it. Yeah.
Yes, and there's just, and it's like that with so much, and I don't want to only say that conservatives or Republicans are guilty of this. Many politicians are guilty of lying. I think the problem or the shit that bothers me so much about him is that he's not even skillful with his lies.
No.
Like, he doesn't.
He's
try
like a
to
kid, like a
obscure
toddler.
the
Like, when a
lie.
toddler
he will
lies
just
to
say
you-
some blatant shit that
Yeah.
like, it's like I just said, yo,
Right.
the sky is blue. Nah, it's red. Nah, I never said it was blue. What are you talking about? Like, bro, you just fucking said that to me. Like, anything like that. Like, he literally could just be like, yes, no, I never said yes. Bro, you just said yes, no. Like, that kind of shit irks me. Like,
I know.
at least try to front, you know what I mean?
Right. Be smart
Be
about
smooth
it.
with it.
Be like
Yeah, he's
George
not
W.
Make it hard
Bush.
to
like,
figure out
cover
that
your
you're-
shit a little bit, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Like, if you're gonna
double
do, like-
speak, do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But to
Try.
just straight
Try.
up
Yeah.
be as upfront as he is with his lies, it's like, fuck. And these people
Yeah,
still
and people
listen to
just
you and
eat 'em up.
believe you. It makes you even more like incensed about the people that are followers. Like, do you not see the visual evidence?
Nah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah,
But
amount
hey,
of-
sure.
we'll probably have 4 years of comedy routines.
I mean,
and hopefully we don't die.
If we get one thing from it and we don't get another world war, I'll call it a W.
Yeah, I'll call it a win. I never thought in my life that I would miss George Bush, George
Bro,
W.
Trump makes him look like fucking Abe Lincoln, my dude.
Right.
Like, it's insane
Word.
how much
Yeah.
of a cocksucking piece of shit this guy is. And the shitty thing is, dude, there's nothing that we can do about it.
Nothing.
Whatever's gonna
He will-
happen is gonna happen.
Even
right?
if he goes to jail, which I don't think he will. Right?
Nah, I don't even think he'll get sentenced. I think he might get, at most, maybe, which I don't think he'll get, is house arrest. I don't think he'll even get house arrest, honestly. I think he'll just get probation and a couple fines.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, but, even if he did, right, and he went to prison, it's crazy to think that these fucking idiots out here are just going to still vote him into office because they can.
Bro, even if he went to prison, like, I don't know if you've been to or been around prison guards recently, but I'm going to assume the prison guards wouldn't do anything to actually walk him through. They're going to be on his side. They probably show him the fucking door.
100%. He'd
Yeah.
be living like fucking Goodfellas in prison.
Word.
Yeah. Slicing his fucking garlic with a razor. Nice. Anyway, hopefully, regardless of what it is, we're in the end game now, guys.
I wish.
Oh, man.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad stuff out there.
Anyway, all right, that was the last thing, right?
No, that's it.
Cool. Well, then it is time for Hollywood. Oh man, there is just nonstop. There's so much stuff going on with the MCU, and this is going to be probably more of a MCU heavy Hollywood because there's not much else going on. So,
Exciting.
so yeah, we talked before how the Avengers 5 is supposedly that's the rumor that it's supposed to start principal photography in like January or something. The next I don't know if it's a rumor, but reportedly Deadpool and Wolverine's director Sean Levy is in talks to direct Avengers 5.
Oh.
So they must believe in the project enough that they are now handing him the major films in this series, which I mean, it looks amazing, honestly. So until we see it, we all have our tickets and shit. Until we see it, I'll reserve judgment on that. But if they're thinking about doing that, I'm assuming that movie's gonna fuck. It looks like it fucks, and I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Mad fuckability.
Word. Sean Levy, what was he famous for again? He was he was famous for the It movies, I want to say. Was it
Oh,
It?
really?
Was it It?
That doesn't sound right.
No, that does not. Oh, Free Guy. He did Free Guy, he did Arrival. Oh no,
I liked Free Guy. Arrival was
Arrival
tight. Wait, Arrival was not him, was it?
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at his production.
Wasn't that Denis?
I was
Denis?
I was looking at his production.
I think that was Denny.
He produced a bunch of these movies. I don't know why IMDb
Night
does
at the
that.
Museum. He directed several episodes of Stranger Things. He did Real Steel.
I didn't see Real Steel. Did you guys watch
I fucked
that?
with Real Steel. I did like that. But
He did Date Night.
Date Night, I fucked with Date Night too. That was good.
Steve Carell and Tina Fey?
Steve Carell,
Yep.
That was funny.
Free
I
Guy,
remember
The
that.
Adam Project.
I liked Free
lot
Guy.
of
I loved the
comedy
Adam
really
Project.
is his-
Adam Project was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you're
mean-
right. Yeah, you're right.
Deadpool's
Comedy.
funny.
I am, and it must be true because
Uh-oh.
because Avengers: The Kang Dynasty is listed as is upcoming
Ooh.
Well, on IMDb.
on IMDb. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that could have
fans
been
can do
added.
that.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
you
that's-
can
that's
just
strange.
add shit?
That's wild.
It's kind of like a Wikipedia, so not anyone
Damn.
can do it, but if you've contributed enough, you can add as I think you also have to be a pro or whatever, IMDb
Yeah.
pro. But that's how, like, if you're I'm pretty sure it's not like some industry higher up is who tags everyone
Right.
in
I always
shit.
wondered
shit.
that.
Like I'm
Like,
pretty
who-
sure it's kind of community
Because IC has a
policed
page.
and community added.
And I'm pretty sure like the majority of our episodes are listed under episodes on there.
On IMDb?
On IMDb, yeah.
We're on IMDb?
We are on
Yeah,
IMDb.
we are on IMDb.
Oh shit. Hey.
Yeah. I didn't do it. You guys didn't do it.
either.
So who the fuck's
I
fuck's
remember-
doing this?
They
I
fuck with
remember when I figured it out, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Right.
Yeah,
it's fire.
that is
Right.
pretty fire. All right, so let's see. So yeah, I mean, if this movie fucks like that, and like you said, he's very he's more famous for comedy movies. He did The Internship as well.
I liked that.
Yeah, Real Steel though was a good action movie.
Real Steel was good.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with it. I can't wait for this movie. This movie already looks like it's going to fuck. So if he does what we're imagining this is going to do for them, it's a guarantee that he can helm an Avengers movie, because this movie is about to rake in. I think it's already pre-sold like a shit ton of fucking tickets. So it's already projected to do wild ass numbers. So I'm not mad at it.
It already beat Furiosa.
Yeah, probably.
Poor Furiosa. I feel bad for that movie because I bet it's a dope movie. It's just people aren't going to see it in the theaters.
People are reluctant to go to the theater in general, I want to say.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Not only is it expensive,
yeah.
but it's just a hassle sometimes, depending on where you live, especially.
Word. I need to figure out where the fuck they're going to be having this Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket, because they announced the popcorn bucket. They showed it, but they didn't say AMC exclusive. They didn't say like where you can get the fucking popcorn bucket, and I need to know this.
You about to fuck it, son?
Get a little extra hot butter.
Temperature or spicy? Because you freaky as hell, son.
A little both.
Okay.
Yeah, a little.
Not mad at it.
Little extra picante sauce.
Pride Month, baby.
Pride Month. All right, so keeping I like that. I'm going to write that down. Keeping with the MCU, I mean, this is kind of MCU. I don't know if I want to stray from that, but we saw the Tom Hardy's Venom 3 trailer that just dropped. And one of the things, like, we were talking about it, and we said that, at least in my opinion, I've been very vocal that I am not a fan of the Venom movies. Now looking at the other movies that are Spider-Man movies without being without a Spider-Man, it is honestly one of the better movies that has come from that shit. Even though it's in itself has not been a great series in my opinion, and
that'd be the best of any of those
for sure. Sure, it is the best.
I don't know about Venom 2 though. That was
Venom
tough.
2
was tough.
Venom 2 was tough. But I constantly, like, I cringe a little bit because Tom Hardy is such a good fucking actor, and I fuck with him so hard to see him in these movies. They're just like, oh, fuck, what are they doing? But anyway, we noticed in that trailer that there's a lot of confusion going online right now with that specific scene, where we remember in Venom 2, he got sent into another place, which we knew to be the multiverse because it was brought on by the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, and he ended up on a beach. He didn't know how he got there, and the symbiote fucking left a piece behind when he got sent back home, right? And we all wondered, what the fuck happened after that? We haven't seen anything. So this trailer for this new movie nonchalantly tries to correct that in this movie, apparently, because he's wearing the same fucking shirt, and it shows the dude, the main antagonist, collecting that sample off of the bar, that or whatever. Now, the confusion, and of course, this is a trailer, obviously. I haven't seen this movie, so I don't know. But just going off of the trailer, he got zapped back to another time, right? Or to another universe.
Timeline. Yeah.
Timeline, yes. He got zapped back to his own timeline because he initially was brought forward to this timeline. That's MCU timeline. At least that's what the implication was. This dude collects that sample. How the fuck did he get from one point to the other to collect that sample? This is directly connected to it because Tom Hardy is wearing, or Eddie Brock, or whatever, is wearing the same shirt that he was wearing when he went to this future. It gets even more convoluted because the dude who plays this antagonist was the dude who was the villain in the fucking Doctor Strange. That was his boy that he ended up fighting. Is the same actor, right? So now this is like, so is this MCU? Obviously it's not because it's Sony, but this is just Sony's masterful way of approaching these fucking movies where, like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping the movie will make it make sense. But I am not confident in this, given their track record.
Based only on the post-credit scene with the vulture.
Yeah.
Made absolutely zero sense. And and based off of that alone, I'm like, yeah, the fuck this this whole thing is whatever.
Are they retconning the fucking, like, the credit scene to keep that shit out of, like, the MCU and just keep it in the Sony verse? Is that?
Well, everyone was super
But it
excited.
wasn't really even a part of the MCU. I don't know.
But that was the implication because
it was post-credit.
Well, no. So here's it. So okay. Yes, it was post-credit, and the reason why we automatically assumed was because when he was zapped into that room, into the different universe, he was put in that room, and on the news was Tom Holland.
Right.
Because they announced that this person is
Spider-Man. They knew who he
Spider-Man.
was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he definitely was in the MCU.
So the implication was that it was going to go to MCU, and then they're like, wait. No, that's not what we meant. We're going to keep that bullshit over here.
No, my assumption was that this was the way, because he got zapped back, and we know that. But he left a little piece of the symbiote behind, which implied that we are getting a Venom
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man at some point in the MCU, not tied to this completely. Like, it was just their way of branching off just a little bit and introducing that into. So where the fuck did this dude come from? This army dude come from that he also traveled to this point of the multiverse to then grab that symbiote, right, and take it away from the MCU side of things. Like, it's just so fucking weird and convoluted automatically. And this is just a fucking trailer. Unless
the TVA had something to do with it, it's bullshit.
Well, they can't.
From what I remember, in that post-credit scene, like, the way that he blipped or whatever, and I can't use the word blip, but
I can't use blip.
The way he transported to the MCU timeline, like, it didn't match anything else.
No one's ever.
You know what I mean? Like, it didn't match
the
Doctor Strange type transitions that happened in.
Well, because
Spider-Man,
he wasn't directly
No Way
connected.
Home.
It was just how everyone else.
Which is why I'm like, because it's not connected, because it's not directly connected in that way, I'm sure that in this film they can explain how he warped over into the MCU timeline and then warped back, and that's the same way this other person went there and grabbed, and it has nothing to do with the MCU. It just happened to, during that little time he was there, he saw that. I mean, that's the only way that I could feel they save it, because it's not really going to be a part of what we know's timeline. But I don't know.
Sure,
I'm assuming that they will do their worst to try to connect or explain that in this film.
Yeah, they're gonna, but it's already just like, I don't know. It seemed like the dude was riding the coattails of, because the second that he left it back, like it's even the same guy from the Mexican dude from Ted Lasso. Like, he was still sitting at the bar.
Yeah. Danny Rojas.
Danny Rojas. Yeah, and it was just like he's riding his coattails somehow. Like, he just
Danny
left,
Rojas
and this dude
is getting work though.
No, yeah,
he deserves
that. I fuck with that dude. I don't know. It's just so fucking weird. And then on top of that, to make it a little more confusing, Tom Hardy comes out and says that the Sonyverse has their own Spider-Man, which we already automatically assume, I guess, although we never fucking see him, right? He says Marvelverse under Feige's management is doing so well. Spider-Man has gone to Feige's camp at Marvel. We have one at Sony. Like, we have
Tom
our
Holland
own
said
Spider-Man
this?
at Sony.
Andrew Garfield?
I don't know.
Tom Holland said this?
No,
Tom Hardy said
Tom
that.
Hardy said this.
I mean, that's what I mean. Tom Hardy said
Tom
that?
Hardy said this. It could be Garfield. There are rumors that he's going to be coming back as.
That's what I've been seeing too.
But again, he's coming
How would we
back in
feel
the
about
MCU.
that?
I would
wouldn't
be
mind
okay
it.
with that.
I'd be okay.
I
with
would
that.
definitely be okay with that.
That would
In
be
fact,
the
that
only
would make
thing that
me
makes
happy
sense.
if they
Yeah.
did that. Like,
Yeah.
that would be okay. I'll
would
go
make-
back and I will watch all the bullshit that I haven't watched over the past 5 years from Sony. Even Madam Web, maybe.
It would make me
No,
happy.
I'm just kidding. Not Madam Web.
It would make me happy. Yeah, I'm not watching that. It would make me happy, but also kind of sad that they're probably going to fuck it up.
Nah.
If it's in,
I mean,
if it's in Sony's hands.
those two that they did with the Amazing Spider-Mans, they didn't fuck those up. I thought they were
No,
decent.
yeah, but I mean,
right.
since then we've gotten all this other fucking.
We've been
Agreed.
spoiled by the
Agreed.
Tom Holland and shit, so we know what's out there. But back then, when that was all we had, we were like, all right, we'll
No,
fuck with
it wasn't
this.
bad. Like, the storylines weren't bad. I'm just saying that I don't know if what we had back then we can reproduce now. Given that they can't even fucking put a story together.
I mean, they can't do any
It's the
fucking
same
worse than they've
leadership.
been doing, right?
Yeah,
and
I think
it's
still
been
Amy
pretty fucking
Pascal
bad.
that
That's
runs
my
Sony.
point. So
The
we'll
low
see,
is
man.
so low.
Hopefully it is Andrew Garfield. 'Cause I would fuck
That
with
would
that.
be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And Jeremy Renner came out and responded to questions because everyone's been asking about, when are they going to bring the original Avengers back for some sort of reunion? Because there have been rumors that, that some people are going to be coming back. Who knows who that is just yet? Jeremy Renner came up when they asked him, and he said, he played it nonchalantly. He said, what's the idea to get the Avengers together? Like, how, why, what's the purpose of it? I don't know what that is. And pretty much just said, like, he's always down to do it, and he thinks it's a great idea. But also, like, how are they going to, like, how would they do it is the most important part.
Yeah.
Well, no one's worried about Hawkeye coming back, so he doesn't really need to worry too much about that. So I
mean, I fuck with
let
him
him
as
do what
Hawkeye.
they do.
I
He's
fuck with
okay.
him as Hawkeye.
He's all right.
Hawkeye wasn't like a crazy character. But I
Stay
think
over
he
in
did,
Kingstown, my guy.
he did
that's
the
where
role
you
well.
belong.
That's true too. My question on that is how much time actually needs to pass before they can bring people back? Is it like too soon? Does it look like a fucking if they pull it out for Avengers, does it look like it's them just grasping at straws, just trying
Out
to
of
revive
ideas?
what they're running out of ideas. They're
I
just
don't
trying
think
to revive this.
The time length doesn't matter to me so much as how it's done.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Does it work for the story, like the overall phase that they're in?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's tomorrow, but like if it fucks and they bring Iron Man back or some shit, like, fuck yeah, let's do that. Like, I'm not mad at that at all. It has to be done properly. I don't necessarily think that the time has anything to do with it, in my opinion.
I feel you there. I agree with that. I think there needs to be a little bit more story, like, building right now. Not necessarily building, because we built a lot, but it's not. None of it is connecting in any way.
Yeah,
Like,
we have these
what I mean?
little
Like,
structures that have been built, and now they need to come together as a fucking
Somehow.
mega structure,
Somehow.
like a
There's-
megazord. Yeah,
there's so many fucking things that have been put out there that just, how the fuck do these people play into this overall story that apparently begins filming in January? Like one of the small stories that's where they all kind of come together. So it's just odd, and funny that you mentioned bringing Iron Man back. Robert Downey Jr. in the past has been known to say, hey, like, we did it. It was great. Like, whatever. That's behind me. He's singing a different tune now. He came out and he said, he said that he's open-minded to the idea of returning as Iron Man. And they asked him about it, and he said, crazily, that character is just in my DNA. And now he's entertaining the idea of returning. So
just
that's
make
promising.
it work. Don't force it.
Don't force
So
it.
that's all I ask. Don't force it. It needs to
force
be
it.
organic. It has to make sense. There's a lot of stipulations, but I wouldn't be mad at them rehashing some of the
And you know what?
the characters that aren't with us anymore.
It makes me feel good inside knowing that RDJ is open to the idea. Because if they brought Iron Man back and he wasn't open to the ideas, like, fuck, it'd be cool to get him back. Even if it's like a small, he doesn't have to come back as Iron Man forever.
Right.
Just be a dope ass like small scene, a fight scene, something. And let me tell you right now, you fucking fans out there, if the shit happens,
What the fuck?
yeah, don't fucking ruin it. It's like, yo, we need to stop with all the behind the scenes shots exposing this person and that person possibly being. Yo, like, can we just be surprised in the fucking theater? Jesus
Nah,
Christ.
Not today. Those
Not
days
today.
are gone, son.
These kids, man, they're ruining everything. Let's see. That's how you
Yes, they
instantly
Shaking his fist at the MCU.
even Method Man came out and said that shit.
Yeah, he said, fuck them kids.
Yeah, pretty much. He said, I'm never doing a Summer Jam show again. These kids don't fucking know our music because they were playing fucking what was the song? They're Method Man and Redman. They're most famous. Rock
Wilder.
Yeah, Rock Wilder. They were playing that
That'll
shit, and they
happen.
were like in sync and the whole crowd is just like nobody's dancing.
Nobody's fucking with it. No one was
saying
vibing
anything.
with it.
Nobody was vibing. Nothing. It's
That's
just a
gotta
dead
feel
crowd.
shitty, dog. Because you're looking out into the crowd. You see that they're not feeling it. You got to keep doing your thing. That's tough.
Yeah, but they're also saying that that's just not like if you go to any concert, people are just not dancing anymore.
What?
Doing much.
I mean, you at least gotta like jump up and down, do something, man. Come on.
Not these fucking kids.
These fucking kids, bro, with their broccoli fucking hair. I can't stand them. Fucking curmudgeonly old man over here. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. All right, and since we're still in MCU talk,
Ooh, okay.
well, kind of Disney MCU-ish, George Lucas, he came out and actually defended Marvel movies, and he came out and he said something that's surprising. He said he pretty much he claims that Martin Scorsese has changed his mind on his outlook on superhero movies.
I hear Martin say that.
He said, look, cinema is the art of a moving image. So if the image moves, then it's cinema. I think Marty has kind of changed his mind a little bit. And pretty much he was talking about a little while back, if you don't know, Martin Scorsese had some things to say about Marvel movies not being cinema. He describes as cinema because he's a curmudgeon old man. Who doesn't like what the younger kids are doing with this thing. I kind of agree. What'd you say?
I said, God damn it. That's me.
God damn it. But yeah, no, I kind of agree with this last part. It says that pretty much Scorsese insisted that the movies were not for him and flew in the face of the cinema as an art form, but he didn't hate them. Instead, the comment was more aimed towards the idea of Marvel movies being a bankable business, more geared towards making a profit than actual works of art. And I think that's where I agree with that.
That's Sony. That's exactly what Sony's doing.
Correct.
They're just trying to make profits off these movies, and they don't give two fucks about them when they put them
putting
out.
together an actual story.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is streaming. These straight to streaming movies are that.
Yep.
there's no thought about like how is this going to be viewed, like the cinema part of it that Martin Scorsese is, you know, comparing it to. It's like making a film that transcends you know, generations and will live on to be, you know, to just to be bigger than what it is currently, right? Like bigger than life. We don't get many of those at all anymore, bro, especially if it's straight to streaming. So I mean, I don't completely agree with the sentiment about it being like Marvel movies or superhero movies, because there are some superhero and Marvel movies that will transcend that, you know, the generations and really really will stand the test of time, right? They're not every one of them, obviously, but more so, you know, but it does exist. But then we know the ones that are just like the ones that they released because they had to, or because they knew it would bring in the money and whatnot. So I don't know. I kind of like I agree and I don't agree, but I agree with that more so for streaming.
Yeah, when you put it like that with the streaming, it does feel like that. Because I mean, a lot of those movies, they're not getting put out with hopes to like submit to the Academy and shit. Like, yeah, you get your
they're just to keep you subscribed.
Power of the dog every now and then. Yeah, literally, it's a numbers game. Like, can we put out some bullshit, keep people coming back? So that totally tracks. And if Scorsese was more clear about that, like when he was sort of talking about it, I feel like I would have been less harsh against him.
Sure.
Because to say that, you know, the MCU isn't cinema, like there's some very special moments over the years with those movies and those characters that is the very definition of cinema. So like I never agreed with what we thought he was saying, but I don't know. I want to hear him clear this air up a little bit. I don't think he needs George Lucas to talk for him.
I don't think he will though. I don't
no,
think
he won't.
Scorsese,
He doesn't give a fuck, dude.
He doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, and that's, you know, there's not when it comes to these streaming movies, like even like we enjoyed The Gray Man. Yeah. When was the last time you thought, let me go watch that again?
I could honestly, I've watched it a couple times since that came out, but you're right. I get what you're saying. Like it's a good movie when you watch it, but it's still forgettable. It's not like, oh man,
lot of those
I can't remember when Gray Man dropped on Netflix in fucking June of 2020. Like, you know, it's not like that at all. It's not like when you go to the theater.
All of those movies that are just like that were big hits, right, on streaming. Yeah, I can't remember the last time somebody was like, "Yo, you know what I saw that? You know what I saw again that was really good." I remember Bird Box, like that was such a good movie. Like no, it was the talk. It was the talk at the time.
Yeah,
we got past it, and then that was it. Like, and that's what a lot of those
can't
movies
even really
rewatch
it.
I never watched Bird Box. I'll be honest with you. I never even bothered to watch it.
Not even the first time?
No.
Really?
The first one, it was pretty
seemed
good.
stupid. They were blindfolded in a canoe and shit. I was like, I'm not going to.
What else was there to watch?
He said they were blindfolded in a canoe.
I don't know, dude. I found something else better to do.
But yeah, I mean, it was just the talk of the time. And then once you watch it, it's like, oh, yeah. And then that's it.
We were literally on lockdown.
He rewatched King of Queens.
Exactly.
Big facts. Now that's cinema, dog. That's cinema.
That's what he does. Come on.
He's like, I don't care about talking about this with people. I don't talk to people.
I don't converse with anybody but Walk and Johnny, so I'm good.
Word. Dave's favorite, Glenn Powell. For some reason, he was asked if he would ever play in a superhero movie, and he said he came out and nonchalantly said that the only superhero he's interested in playing is Batman.
Oh.
My question is, could you possibly see him as Batman? Maybe we discussed this before, but who can we honestly think would make a good Batman now moving forward?
A better Batman than Glenn Powell? Let's think. Who would make a better Batman than Glenn Powell?
Macaulay
or
Culkin.
Glenn Powell, if you like him for it.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
Danny DeVito.
He has the look. I don't know if he has the chops to pull off a good Batman, but
I'd rather see Alan Richardson as Batman.
You think that Glenn Powell is that Alan Richardson is a better actor than Glenn Powell?
I think he'd be a better Batman.
Interesting. He'd look like a better.
Let's be honest. It doesn't take much to be a Batman.
No. I'm just thinking about like just acting in general. Like Alan Richardson.
He'd make a better Bruce Wayne, but I think Alan Richardson would be a better Batman.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that sentiment. He's just big, so you'd imagine he'd make a good Arkham Asylum Batman.
He would need to lose some muscle before he tackled Batman.
So.
Well, that's
you
why
can't
I said
be
Arkham
like
Asylum,
Reacher in
like
a Batman suit.
From the games.
Yeah, he was pretty diesel. Yeah.
So he'd make
I'd
that
fuck
good.
with that.
Yeah, I'd fuck with that too. You know who I was thinking? Because in the DCU, my assumption is that we're getting an older Batman, since we know that the story arc is that he discovers he has a son with Talia al Ghul, and he's going to be raising Damian Wayne to be his successor, to be a Robin and all that shit. What's so funny, Dave? Why are you laughing?
I just thought about like Damon Wayans being a
Damian
Batman. Like when he said Damian Wayne, I
Wayne.
was like, picture the bald ass, stupid fucking Batman. Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry.
playing it like Blank Man. Jane Fine.
Jane Fine.
I thought like if we're getting an older Batman, and maybe I'm way off here. I'm sure you guys will tell me.
I will.
But if it is an older Batman, I think Josh Brolin could play a dope older Batman.
Bro, Josh Brolin can play anything he fucking wants to play.
He can. He can.
I'm not mad at that.
He can.
I'll allow it. You have my blessing, Josh Brolin.
He has. He has the he has the voice. He has that
gruffness. Yeah.
That roughness. I think he could do it. Maybe it's because Outer Range is fresh in my mind. But
Probably.
Still got to jump on that. Johnny, you jump on that yet?
There's too much good TV out right now.
There's so much shit out, dude. It's insane.
There's a lot. We'll get to that. But Outer Range it fucks.
Yeah.
Especially because you like Yellowstone.
I do.
It's
I mean,
it's not exactly Yellowstone. Yellowstone
is there Midwestern land politics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in then.
With a sci-fi twist.
Fucking A.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, so Josh Brolin would make a doper Batman. Since we're talking about Josh Brolin, he has been added to the cast of Wake Up Dead Man, which is the third Knives Out mystery.
Oh,
is there anybody that hasn't been added to that cast yet? Because I've been seeing fucking Thomas Hayden Church was today.
Yeah,
there was like 3 people yesterday. Like, bro, this movie is either gonna fuck or it's one of those movies where they fucking overload the cast because the script is trash.
But that's how they were, though.
We'll see.
Yeah, all the Knives are kind of overloaded with B, C celebrities.
Yeah.
How dare you talk about Thomas Hayden Church like that?
Yeah, Josh Brolin, come on.
No, Josh Brolin, that's my guy right there.
I mean, but Jeremy Renner for sure.
Guess.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it is Jamie Renner. These are the people that I know specifically, but Josh Brolin, Jeremy Renner, obviously Daniel Craig, Mila Kunis, Glenn Close, Kerry Washington, Thomas Hayden Church. Those are the only ones that I know so far. I don't know who Josh O'Connor is.
Big Ed. Everybody in that bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I just got it.
Big Ed.
I do remember. With his hair on the side of the bed.
And his fucking no neck. Yeah, that's my guy, Big Ed. It's funny how you think of the hair on the side. That's fucked up.
Yeah, on the bed, because that's like the meme. When I wake up and I can't remember what's going on, it's just like, oh shit. Anyway, so I think that's gonna fuck, because I'm not
Both of
big
those
a
have been
fan of
dope.
those mystery movies as Johnny is. Who does those books again that you like, Johnny?
Agatha Christie.
There you go. The Agatha Christie-esque stuff. But Knives Out was dope. Glass Onion was dope. And I think this one's going to be dope too. And then for just because I wanted to see what y'all thought about this, Alec Baldwin and his wife announced that they are going to they're going to have a TLC reality show called
That's
The
so
Baldwins, starring them and all 7 of their children.
I was literally just reading an article about that right now.
Yo,
Like, what?
I was just like,
Okay.
like seriously, like this.
In the middle of all this shit.
I was gonna say, is he doing any time?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know. I don't think
No?
so.
Has
I mean,
there
he's
been
still
like sentencing
going
and
through
stuff?
trial.
Okay, still
But
trials.
I think he's, in my opinion, because this is like going on and shit. I think he's trying to capitalize off of this.
Sure.
seems
because
like a
people
weird
are-
thing to capitalize off of.
It is a very weird thing to capitalize off of, but still, good
Kinda like
publicity. Bad
34
publicity.
felonies.
I'm just saying, like it's just very weird timing. If
Yeah.
you were in the middle of this shitstorm, would you think, oh, this is the perfect time for us to have a reality show with our kids? No.
No.
But the only reason why anyone wants to tune in is to see if anything from that like spills into the show. And if it
Daughters are
does,
smoke shows, though, if I'm not mistaken.
they're 15.
You're lying.
I am. I don't know how old their kids are. I just
Old
had
enough to be smoke shows.
I just had to make you sweat just a tiny bit.
Oh no, I don't. I don't worry about that kind of stuff.
God, this is crazy. So I'm reading this article, right? So they have 7 children between the ages of 1.5 and 10. Cool. All right. I'm sure that's like a reality show, right?
Okay.
I guess.
All right, Dave.
Wait, in between 1.5 and 10?
Yeah.
I'm sure he
The Bieber one is a smoke show.
I'm sure.
No. The Bieber one is not this Baldwin's kid.
I can't get them all confused.
Bieber's wife is Stephen Baldwin's daughter. This
What
is
was
just
he
Alec
in?
Baldwin.
Who was Stephen Baldwin?
He's
Was he
the
in
Christian
Biodome?
one.
No, that's that's not Steven.
That's not?
Steven
Billy.
Baldwin.
Is that
Yeah.
Billy Baldwin?
Oh, Billy. Yeah, that's Billy.
Yeah.
I think that's Billy.
Oh, okay. See,
Billy's
I can't even keep
dumber,
him
but
straight.
Steven he's not done anything. I don't think he's done anything great. He's the Christian one. He's the ultra religious one.
Oh, I didn't know there was one of those.
Oh yeah, one of them was like
Damn.
ultra religious.
Oh, no, wait.
Okay.
Steven Baldwin is the one from Biodome.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like him.
Because you like his daughter.
Wait, was he in was he in Cleaver in The Sopranos? Which Baldwin
Yeah,
was that?
No. That was fuck. Yeah, that's
Fuck all these Baldwins, bro.
Yeah, fuck all the Baldwins.
I think that was him.
Was it him? I can't remember.
Wait, was it Billy or Steven?
What the hell?
Do you think he would?
How many Baldwins are there? Is there more than 3?
I want to say that I think it was Billy that was
So,
like the
knows.
the actor one. Steven was in some
that
good
was
movies.
Daniel Baldwin.
Are they the white
Daniel
Wayans?
Baldwin.
Is that what we have on our hands?
Oh
I
no,
didn't
wait a minute.
realize
Danny Baldwin was his baseball coach. No, who was in Cleaver? It was Cleaver, right? That was the
Yeah,
name of the movie?
Cleaver. Yeah.
Well,
the
he's not
boss.
He's not credited on The Sopranos.
Yeah, that was Billy Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
I forget Stephen Baldwin was in The Usual Suspects. That was such a good movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was good. Anyways, the reason that I brought this thing up, so they got 7 kids or whatever. I didn't even realize you were talking about smoke shows.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I'm like,
They have 7 kids. They're no older
7
than 10.
kids, they're all under 10
all
years
smoke
old.
shows.
All smoke shows. No, what I thought was funny, right, is Alec Baldwin is married to a woman named Hilaria, or Hilaria, I don't know. But apparently, so all of these kids have names that are of Spanish origin. They all have Spanish type names, right?
Okay.
Because she's been telling people for years that she was a native Spaniard and even has gone on TV, spoken Spanglish, and misrepresented herself in interviews because internet sleuths uncovered that she was actually just a rich girl from Massachusetts.
As most Spaniards are.
As most Spaniards are.
That's so weird, dude. Like, she's like that chick that lied about being black.
Yeah. She identified as black.
Sure.
Apparently there's an infamous clip, which I am not aware of, in which she feigns forgetting the English word for cucumber on national television.
She forgets.
She pretended to forget the word for cucumber because, she's
in English, not in
Massachusetts.
Spanish.
What do you say in Spanish when you're trying to, like, think of something? When you're like,
¿cómo se dice?
Yeah. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice? That's great. I need to pull this up immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why is this? What? Am I not logged in here? What's going on here?
Hilaria Baldwin.
Commercials.
sounds very Spanish.
She looks hilaria.
Hilaria.
She looks hilaria.
Okay, here we go.
Wild.
Here's the video.
Okay.
We have Hilaria Baldwin with us, so tell us, how are we going to prepare this?
It's very healthy. It's very easy. All you need to make sure is that you have really good tomatoes. We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have how do you say it? Cucumbers. We have red pepper.
That's it. She said, how do you say in English?
Do you detect any sort of like Hispanic accent in her English at all? I feel like it's forced. There's like 2%, and she's forcing it.
Yeah.
This is very, very, very faint. Yeah. Well, and obviously she was forcing it because it didn't exist. Maybe she had a Spanish nanny growing up.
When the host says her name, she puts that Spanish flair on it for her.
Hilaria Baldwin.
Yeah. Hilaria.
That's the closest she's ever
She has a quote that says
Spanish.
She says, "My parents and sibling live in Spain, and I chose to live here in the USA."
Yeah, they moved there when they were 40.
Raised in a bilingual family, or raised bilingual in a household that embraced both American and Spanish culture.
That doesn't make you Spanish.
Her nanny was Spanish, basically.
Yeah. Admits fake Spanish accent.
That's great. I hope they touch on that on the reality show.
They have to.
Spending so much time talking about.
So wild. Anyway, all right. That's all I had for Hollywood. Y'all fucking with anything? Anything crazy? We have so many shows to watch and keep up with.
I haven't been. I mean, I've been trying to keep up. I'm a little behind on Dark Matter. I haven't caught up. Ash has been out of town for a little bit. I did watch Civil War over the weekend.
Same. So good.
It was on the Plex, and I liked. It was just sort of like a tight, contained story. It didn't get too up its own ass.
Yeah.
And the sad, scary thing it seemed, there was a plausibility to it.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was intended or what, but I liked it, dude. Like I thought
it was
I'm not
good,
a massive Kirsten Dunst fan. I thought she did great. Wagner Moura, fucking Pablo Escobar. I kept thinking about Pablo Escobar. That was part of the issue I had when I was watching it. Was like I kept seeing and hearing Pablo. But I really enjoyed I really enjoyed watching it. I thought it was different. It was intense, like you said. Like you had watched it before I did, and you said, Walk, that it was intense. And I was like, holy shit, dude. He was not kidding. Like, it got really intense. I thought the slow motion might have been a little much at times, but that was really my only gripe. I thought some of the slow motion was wild, but very good. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was some very intense scenes, and what's his name? Kirsten Dunst's husband. I always forget his name for some reason.
Fat Damon.
Fat Damon. Yeah. What's his actual name though? I forget.
Oh fuck! What is this? I've been calling him Fat Damon for so long. I don't know what his actual.
Oh man. Fuck.
He's great though.
Yeah,
no, I feel bad that I can't think of it.
Because he only has the one small. He has the one small part, and it was so fucking good, bro.
Yeah, and did you know he was brought in at the last minute? The actor that they had for that scene had bailed. Something happened, and Kirsten Dunst was like, "Oh, I'll have my husband do it. He'll fucking come in and crush it, dude." And he showed up for a day. I read that, like, on the set, he wouldn't hang out with the other actors. He was by himself the whole time, so there was that weird vibe.
Well, it was because he says that he just didn't. He had done a few things with his wife.
About Jesse Plemons?
Jesse Plemons. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. He had done a few things with Kirsten Dunst, and he didn't want to be known as that guy who always just makes these movies with his wife. So
no, that was perfect.
Kirsten Dunst, when the dude backed out, she was like, "Hey, he's off right now, and he would be perfect for this role." And let me tell you, that one scene that he's in, bro, and there was some brutal scenes in this fucking movie.
He's only in one scene.
And that one scene was
and it stole the fucking movie.
The whole fucking movie, bro. It was so fucking intense. You can cut the fucking tension with a knife, bro. It was crazy. Crazy. So
that's I believe it because that was probably the best scene of the trailer. And it made me think that he was a big portion of the movie, and
I wish he was.
And
wish he was.
There would be a consistent tension based off of his character.
No, there's definitely
he would be a big bad for sure. That dude could have been a big bad easily in that movie.
But that's what I love about this movie is that there's no one big bad. It's just I didn't know that it was about photographers and shit, and they're just photographers trying to get from point A to point B. Yes, journalists, trying to get from point A to point B. So it was a pleasant surprise, and there was a lot of very high tense. It was great.
Those glasses that he wears, those red glasses that he had on the scene, I thought it was odd. Because there's just an odd choice for glasses.
Sure.
Those are a very specific kind of glasses that allow you to see the difference in color, any gradual difference in color. So if someone's skin looked darker than someone else's, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he could tell. And that was something that, like, my man was looking for.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so highly recommend it. Watch that. Just be prepared to be on your fucking toes because there was some action scenes that were just like, holy fuck. So anyway, that was dope. I saw Fall Guy also right after that.
How was Fall Guy?
That was good, man. It was good. It was funny. It was rom-com-ish. It was action-ish. It was just funny. It was a good movie. To the point where I had been asking Jillian to watch it. Milady. I haven't called her that in a while. I've been asking her to watch it with me, and I don't think she knew what it was. And when she failed to give me a response, I just started playing it one day on my own. And she was about to go to bed, and she just stood up for like 20 minutes, half an hour, just watching it. And then I told her, I was like, the next day I had cut it off because we just went to bed. And then the next day I was watching it by myself. She was just like, no, I think I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So you ain't got to like restart it or anything. I'm gonna watch it by myself.
I wasn't about to anyway. So
yeah. no. I gave her. I asked her. I was like, "Yo, if you want to watch it, I don't mind starting it over." But she was interested from the scenes that we had seen. So, so I thought it was very good. Dark Matter. I'm only one episode behind. I'm hoping to start Mayor of Kingstown season 3 because that episode dropped. I'm hoping to start what's another one that just started? The Acolyte just dropped tonight. So I'm hoping to see that. 2 episodes dropped. I'm hoping to see that. Oh man, these next few weeks, man, we got House of Dragon. We have fucking
The Boys. The Boys is coming back, my God.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot right now. Yeah. Summer of TV.
Summer of TV.
Hard.
Yeah. So.
Acolyte. I forgot about that. I'm probably gonna try to watch that.
Acolyte.
On the Vision Pro on Tatooine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's fucking. Why are you flexing on us like that?
Well, because that's actually what I'm fucking with the most. So yeah, Dark Matter. I got 3 episodes in. Mayor of Kingstown, seen the first episode. Picks right back up. Still fucks hard.
I forgot what happened. They recap.
They do a recap at the beginning.
Okay. I need one.
And
prison thing was the last thing I remember.
I think that was the end of season 1. Was the prison riot?
Might have been. Right.
Yeah, that was the end of season 1.
Right. Okay. Need a recap.
End of season
for
2.
Sure.
Spoiler alert. You guys both saw it, right? So
yeah.
End of season 2, big thing I think at the end of season 2 was Milo's boat blowing up when they gave him the bonds.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually blew up his boat, and we find out that he was double crossed.
Oh shit.
And then as far as like the gang shit, I think shit just got worse. You see this, it's pretty much where the show starts off, is their Mitch, not Mitch, Mitch is the brother that died. The fuck is his name? I don't know. The Jeremy Renner's character and his brother, their mom got shot. There was a shootout in the house.
Oh, that's true.
His little brother shot his mom by mistake.
Yep.
That's where it picks up.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. Anyways, that's fire. The number 100% thing that I am fucking with hard right now is What If immersed story on the Vision Pro. This shit is so fucking fire. I'm only like 10-15 minutes into it, and Jesus, it's just dope as fuck. It's ridiculous. Like it's basically an episode of What If, except it's kind of like maybe like a video game version of it. If anything, you could think of it like a video game version, but it's a story of what if. You're a part of the What If story, and fucking what's his name, Watu or whatever, the Watcher. He's like floating in your room. You freaking have Wong walks out of a time ring circle and walks into your room,
in your
and
crib,
he's like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And he's like on the floor. Like, that's the crazy shit. Like, it doesn't miss a beat at all. Like, it really, and it's part immersive, part AR, right? So there's parts when it first starts out, it takes over your whole screen, and it's like you see all these little colored dots and shit, and then they start telling you the story of the Infinity Stones and all that stuff, and what if is all about. And then all of a sudden, like, it just fades out, and the Watcher shows up, and he's like just floating in your room talking to you, and you're like, holy shit, this giant dude is
in my crib,
and he looks fucking like he's actually here. And then shortly after, freaking Wong walks out of the thing, and he's like walking around the floor of your room, which makes it seem even more like he's there. And then it goes back and forth, so they go into these different stories that you're supposed to take a part of to help restore the Infinity Stones or whatever. So you're a part of the What If story. Like, shit changed, and now you're going in to kind of help, restore order and whatnot, and you get to do some magic spells. So that's the interactive part. Is like
that sounds
you
dope.
do some stuff and you do that shit.
That is
the
dope.
splitting the
I've
hands.
been practicing my shit, son. It's tight.
But yeah, it feels so freaking cool, man. Like if that experience gets relayed down to other headsets, or if it just becomes something more experienceable by others, take advantage because
that's tight. I'm gonna definitely look into that whenever I get a chance.
It's so freaking dope.
You watch it on your Talk Boy?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah. What do we care about the Talk Boy when I can't afford a fucking Vision Pro?
Start hustling, son.
It's
Start
still what I'm
hustling.
fucking with.
I know. I was talking to Dave. I'm not trying to step on your stunt. It's definitely stunt worthy.
Facts.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you fucking with?
I think so.
That's it. That's all you want.
Nice. All right. Well, then you know what that means. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. You made it this far. That means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you. Remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you are watching, listening. Make sure to subscribe or subscribe to our what's it called? The
Patreon.
It's not Patreon.
It's not Patreon. So our membership, the Casual Nerds.
Yes, the Casual Nerd membership. Get to hear us banter a little bit prior to recording all the wacky shit we talk about. I don't know. Sometimes we talk about certain subjects. Sometimes we talk personal shit. We always have something that we contribute to the conversation. And today, Dave will nonchalantly reference it mid-episode as if everyone knows what the fuck he's talking about. But you will, because you actually paid for the subscription. So
that's how we get them.
That's it. Oh yeah, and pop some merch. Go to insensitivemerch.com. Get yourself some gear and stay drippy with Drippy. Stay fresh, guys. We'll catch you next week. We love you. Peace. Peace.